Hi, kids, and welcome to Veggie Tales. I'm Bob the Tomato.
And I'm Larry the Cucumber. Always remember, God made you special.
Larry, the show is just starting.
No, you say, and he loves you very much.
Well, yeah, but that's what we say at the end of the show.
But for a show that's named God Loves You Very Much, you say it at the beginning.
Wait, we're doing a remake of the old movie Painting in the Rain.
What? Why would you think that?
Well, you're dressed for painting, and I'm dressed for rain.
Actually, I was going to ask you why you were dressed in a raincoat.
For the big opening number. We're painting in the rain. We're painting in the rain. Our colors are running, but we're not gonna complain.
That's nice, Bob, but this is God Loves You Very Much.
Well, then, where did this come from?
I'm telling you, it needs to be a tap dance. The audience cannot get enough of the tap dance.
What difference will a tap dance make? No one paints in the rain anymore. The colors run. Why not have him paint on a train? Here, try this.
We're painting on a train. We're painting on a train. The ride is so bumpy. Yeah, it's kind of a pain.
No, people read on trains. They do not paint.
What if he tap danced while he painted on the train?
He would get motion sick.
What's going on here?
Creative development.
We're writing the script for the next show.
You see, Bob, this show is God Loves You Very Much. I'll paint a picture of how I feel about God's love while we show classic VeggieTales stories of God's love for us.
Oh, that's a good idea. But what am I supposed to do?
Come with us, Tomato. We need to find you some tap shoes.
Would you prefer to paint in the rain or on a train?
The rain is much
But
better.
kids love trains.
How will you paint with the landscape rushing
How
by?
do you paint with watery paint?
Watercolors, hello.
Larry? We have a question. Does God love me? Does he love me? We hope you'll let us know. Is the answer just because? Do you really think he does? Like you tell us every show. Does God love me? Why would that be? Does he love us every day? If it's sunny, I suppose. What if it rains or if it snows? Does he love us anyway?
When the sun is out shining brightly, when the sky is so blue it sings, the warmth on our cheeks so easily speaks to the joy and the love that he brings.
Sometimes life can be cold and cloudy, and the sky can be dark and gray.
But his love stays the same in the sun or the rain. God loves us as much every day. God's love is the same every day.
But how do we know? How do we know?
The Bible tells us so.
Though the mountains be shaken and the hills be removed, yet my unfailing love for you will not be shaken. Isaiah 54:10a. Wow! God loves us in good times and in bad. Thanks, Larry.
You're welcome.
Larry? We have a question. Does God love me? Does he love me? We hope you'll let us know. Is the answer just because? Do you really think he does? Like you tell us every show. Does God love me? Why would that be? Does he love us when we're bad? When I dirty up my clothes, or forget to blow my nose, or don't listen to our dads.
It's great when we do the right thing. It's good when we do our best. It's pure and it's right to be kind and polite, but our hearts are what God requests.
Sometimes we can be proud and naughty. We sin and we don't obey.
But his love stays the same in the joy or the pain. God loves us as much anyway. God loves us as much anyway.
But how do we know? How do we know?
The Bible tells us so.
But God showed his great love for us by sending Christ to die for us while we were still sinners. Romans 5:8. So God loves us just for who we are, not what we do. Thanks, Larry.
You bet.
Larry, I have a quick question.
When the sun is out shining brightly, when the sky is so blue it sings, the warmth of our cheeks so easily speaks to the joy and the love that he brings.
Larry, I was just gonna ask.
It's great when we do the right thing. It's good when we do our best. It's pure and it's right to be kind and polite, but our hearts are what God requests.
Could you?
Sometimes life can be cold and cloudy,
Be bright
and the sky can be dark and gray. But His love stays the same in the sun or the rain. God loves us as much every day. But His love stays the same in the sun or the rain. God loves us as much every day. God loves us very, very much. Very much.
Well, that's super. But Larry, I was just gonna ask you if you've seen my rubber rain boots.
Oh. In the hall closet. God loves you very much.
Wow, Larry, that's a nice painting.
Thanks, Bob. God's love makes me happy.
And that's one happy painting.
I can't decide if yellow or orange is happier.
Huh. If I had to choose one, I'd say yellow.
Yeah, me too.
And those were some great stories.
Yep.
Little Joe taught us that no matter our circumstances, we know that God loves us and has a plan for our lives.
In Gideon, we learned that because God loves us so much, we can trust Him.
And finally, in Rack, Shack, and Benny, we learned that God loves us and is always with us.
That's a whole lot of love.
It sure is.
So, did you figure out the next show? Is it going to be painting in the rain or on a train?
Neither.
We've changed direction. We can't get traction on painting and singing.
In the rain or planes.
You know what kids love now?
Ah.
Science fiction.
Planet of the Grapes.
Oh my.
Get your hands off me, you sweet sticky grape.
That line is gold, Philippe. Gold!
Well, that's all the time we have for today, kids. Always remember, God made you special.
And He loves you very much.
Bye! You know, I was kind of liking painting in the rain. I'd vote for that.
Clearly, you do not recognize genius.
Mais oui.